The Edify Show with special guests Kevin McGarry, Barbara Gregusova, Sarah Mabberley, Jaeda Lily Miller, Ben Rosenbaum, and now the host of The Edify Show, Elliot Wallach.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Edify After Show. You know, this season we've seen a lot of new characters, but I think this might be our very first look at an alter ego in Nathan Grant's alter ego, Danny DeMarco. Now what I'm gonna show you is just a sample of what we put together for the after show you can pick up on the season 12 collector's edition at whencallstheheart.com. Let's take a look.
Let's talk about episode 5.
Yes.
So
What do you want to talk about?
Danny DeMarco.
Danny DeMarco, the James Bond of Hope Valley.
Did you have some input into what that character was going to turn into?
The only thing that I got that they allowed me to have was that white dinner jacket, because I so wanted the Harrison Ford, the Indiana Jones look from Temple of Doom. So I was like, can we get this jacket? Can we get this like white striking jacket? And I think it'd be great because when he's at a casino, everybody else would be like these black, tuxedos, and then Danny DeMarco pops out. And they said yes. They ended up working it in.
Originally, actually, he was supposed to be in my head in a pinstripe suit. So just something different, like a different color palette, what he usually does. And then, and then Kevin actually sent me a picture of one of the James Bond movie pictures. I don't know if it was Sean Connery in like a white dinner jacket, because that's like, it's different period for the James Bond, but like it's what they wore in 1920. Yes, so it had to go through like the whole approval process. Kevin really wanted to wear the dinner jacket because it was like, probably the only time he can do something like this.
Right. So different from his red serge that he has to wear all the time.
Yes. So no, he was very excited about it. So it's his like, I should probably call it like a James Bond moment or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy I got that. But then the rest of the character was created by Pascal, basically. And in that scene, she's telling me like what to do and how to find them, and
Yeah, how was that with her, like teaching him to walk? And I mean, was that fun, the
It was
two
a
of you
super
together?
fun scene, yeah. And I mean, it was so nice too. Like last season, it was like, the Rosemary and Bill detective team, and now like Nathan kind of gets to join a little bit, and they're both giving him the gears, and being like, you can't go undercover. We're gonna know who you are. You're, you don't know what you're doing. And then, for him to just give it his all and try his best, and then all of a sudden kind of find this like suave secret agent that's been inside him the whole time. It was super fun.
You get to go undercover. Is that fun for you as an actor to play something different? I mean, you're Nathan, but now you get to be
And I get to be Danny DeMarco. Of course. I mean, that whole storyline was pretty amazing. I remember Martin Woods, who directed that episode, was just like, you're basically James Bond in this, man. Like you get to go to the poker room and Rico Suave kind of it up, and it's just so different from a lot of the stuff that we've shot in the past. And I would say this season particularly, we've really been kind of pushing boundaries and seeing how far we can go. And the set design team, I was just saying this the other day, have done like miracles.
Yes.
How they've transformed certain sets, and we were that episode there was they had to build this like card room. And they did it. I don't want to say what set maybe you guys can go back and watch it.
You can tell us about it. I mean, if you shot it already, it's in
But I wanted them to guess, but now I got to tell them that it's in the judge's office. Basically, they turned that into the cards room. But yeah, it was just incredibly fun and so different.
Yes, they made it look really different.
Yeah. Everything, the whole, just the whole concept alone, it was just enough outside of the prairie life that it was fun to play, and new for Nathan, because I mean he is a very simple horse and hat kind of guy, and now he gets to be James Bond.
Yeah, I think they're looking for a new James Bond
Well,
audition tape.
let's send this tape in.
It
Let's
could happen.
see.
It could happen.
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
You heard it here first.
click the link below if you like. If you want me to play James Bond. I imagine you're gonna put some link there. Yeah, great. Click the link below. Like and subscribe.
That's always
a tricky set. It's one of our biggest sets, so it's always used as a swing set for new sets. But like, okay, how do we disguise such a recognizable location, especially that fireplace? So we brought in a big bar, and we actually plugged the fireplace and, you know, put some copper tiling on it, and then we built up and had the double windows those were gimbaled, so reflection. Then we made a bunch of custom decals, like the Union Club decals that we put on the glass, and made some stained glass decals for the windows and the doors, and then of course just completely painted it and covered every inch that you could imagine covering in there. And the big task is those windows as well, disguising those really beautiful stained glass windows. So we made those look a little different. And yeah, it's less about designing a set and how do we cover up an existing location and make it look different.
Right, because you've used that one a lot.
A lot.
We've done restaurants. I think we maybe even like a train depot maybe.
Yeah. Last season we did because that originally we built in the saloon when we first saw it, like season 7, I think it was. And then we couldn't use the saloon. Like, okay, all right, we'll use it in the judges and try and figure out how to make that work. It took up the entire space.
So was this challenging for you? This is your second season, third season? Second season
Second
as production,
season, yeah.
as production designer. I know.
Second season is PD, 8 years on the show.
Yeah, so second season, kind of in charge of the production design. When you saw what was coming this season, did you feel like, okay?
No, it's like, thanks, guys, thanks. Come on.
Well, I guess it's a testament to you because they knew you could do it.
They trusted me, and I'm grateful for that. And I have an amazing team that I get to work with, and everyone is so supportive on the show. Vicky and Megs and Greg and our showrunner. Everyone's so supportive, and our crews, they pull it off. I mean, I tell them to do it, but they actually do the work, and that's what you see, and it's stunning to see everything transform so quickly because the turnaround is a tight one.
We introduced Toddy Davis through this whole.
Hot Toddy.
Is that your nickname for
Hot Toddy?
Hot Toddy.
Hot Toddy. He has a very important part in this investigation.
So there's something else for him to be concerned about besides the investigation. And
Who, Nathan? Or
yes.
Hot Toddy. Nathan, yes.
Yeah, no, Nathan. With Allie has an interest in this character that's
Oh,
returned.
yeah, she likes boys now.
Yeah.
This is a whole new
Do
thing
you feel
for him.
protective of her? Do you feel protective
As
of
an
Jaeda?
actress?
Jada. I mean, because she's kind of like a little, I don't know.
Yeah,
like a little,
I mean,
like
she
an uncle
was.
or you're
She,
kind of cool.
am I like her uncle? Yeah, I think, I was saying this the other day, it's just been amazing to watch Jaeda grow up in front of the camera, essentially. Like I remember being at the chemistry read with her when she was like 7. And, she was like, Uncle Nathan, and like a little over the top and like precocious as a child. But like watching her now kind of become this like, this young woman and this actress and all these different layers that she's found just with life. And yeah, she's just a great part of the show. And she's just, I feel a little protective of her. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. And then Nathan obviously feels protective
And then
of her.
Nathan, of course, feels very protective of her to the point where he sees that she has this crush on this boy, and he's got to deal with this new part of a young woman's life. And thank goodness he's got Elizabeth to help him.
It's a little heartbreaking when she gets her heart crushed.
Right. It wasn't reciprocated.
Yes, it wasn't reciprocated, and I think she realizes maybe he's not the one, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah.
there is another boy that's here, and I think maybe he does have his eye on Allie.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. What-
She doesn't notice him though. She's kind of oblivious at this point.
That's kind of the best kind, though. Maybe, sometimes you start out as friends, lay a good foundation.
Exactly.
Maybe something can grow in the future.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Get to know the person.
Yeah. So what can you tell me about Oliver?
It's hard to explain Oliver. He likes to overcompensate, and he really likes to try hard at what he's doing, and he's kind of a stick to the rule book type guy. But when it comes to Allie, maybe she's more out there and kind of like a little more rebellious, and he doesn't really know like what to do with her. So it's kind of a fun dynamic to play of Allie and Oliver, by the rules, but not maybe. Yeah.
There's another boy in town that has eyes for Allie as well. And I think at this moment in the story, Allie has a little love triangle of her own kind of going on. And, Nathan's no stranger to that. So
You could have some advice.
he
for
could,
us.
well, yeah,
Just be
he could have some
patient.
advice.
Just be patient.
Yeah.
Lay it all on the line.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Well, and Nathan kind of, he's awkward around this type of conversation. Like he doesn't want to overstep. He also doesn't want to say the wrong thing, and it's just like he kind of lets Allie figure some things out on her own, but he's there to catch her when she falls, or help her out if things don't go her way.
Yeah, and then Elizabeth also kind of steps in to
help Nathan.
Yeah, to help Matt. And I feel like they have a nice connection. Do you feel like maybe, I wanted to say Jaeda. What's her character's name again?
Allie. I know, that's why.
Everybody
When
has
I
double-
pause, it's because I'm trying to differentiate the two people. I'm like, right,
Yeah.
what are they?
So Allie, do you think that she's kind of looking at Elizabeth as a mom figure?
Oh, 100%. I think that is, and that's a big part of this season as well, seeing this kind of family blend together and seeing, the four of them kind of come together. And, because Nathan has certain things that he's able to teach little Jack that, Elizabeth's not. And we kind of see them bring their strengths to each other's children and help raise them. So Allie, it's a big help right now that Elizabeth is in Allie's life for some of these changes that she's going through.
So kind of back to our first topic, are we going to see any more Danny DeMarco?
Danny
Is he gonna show
DeMarco.
up? We've had the
think
card
he
game.
might. I
Okay.
think what episode are we in right now? 5?
5?
Oh, I think it's not the last we'll see of
Okay.
DM.
All right.
Yeah, no, we'll see him again.
So Kevin McGarry plays Nathan Grant, who plays Danny DeMarco, and Ben Rosenbaum plays Mike Hickam. I mean, how do they keep it all straight? Because honestly, it's just not easy. In fact, it's not even easy for us. You'll see what I mean.
Mike, thanks for joining me to talk about episode 5.
Oh, you're welcome. Am I Mike the whole time?
Yeah, you're ready to go.
Okay.
This is it.
All right. All right. Mike Hickam.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, did I call you Mike?
You did. And I was like, is this in character?
That's how powerful an actor you are.
I was just ready to, I exude Mike-ness.
This is what happens when you get to come at the end of the day. We've been doing this for about 10 hours. Okay, we'll start
I was
over.
ready to roll with it. I was going
Yeah.
to What are all these contraptions? What is this? Where am I?
I thought what you were asking me was, am I mic'd?
Oh.
So I was like, wait, can you see?
That's very funny.
There's a boom mic. Okay, we'll start over. Sorry.
We'll use that.
Okay.
Ben, thanks for joining me to talk about episode 5.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so this episode, we see the return of Fiona.
Yes.
Yeah, how did you feel when you read in the script that Kayla was coming back?
Very excited. Because Kayla's a great friend, and I love her energy on set, love having her around. She's a great scene partner. And then just very fun. Anytime Hickam and Fiona are in a scene together now, we've got this established joy together. So as soon as she shows up, it's just like, little heart explosion, big hugs. It's really great.
And she brought somebody with her.
Oh, yes, she did.
Yes, let's talk about that girl, Ava.
Yeah.
What can you tell
Ava.
me about her?
Ava the heiress.
Yeah, the heiress.
Ava is shows up in town with a story of woe and misfortune. And as the good people of Hope Valley do, we rallied to provide her with the things she was missing, the things she needed, which is essentially everything she needed. She lost her luggage, so she needed clothes. She didn't have a place to stay. She needed food. She didn't have money. So we're really turning out our pockets for her in these episodes.
And I think Mike especially.
Well, you know what? Mike is he's what's the nice way of saying a pushover?
He has a soft heart.
He does have a soft heart.
Yeah.
And he's also he believes in people. He believes in people and wants to help people. And so of course, even though she rattles off a pretty extensive list for her first order at the saloon.
Yeah, the food.
Yeah, she orders just about everything on the menu, but that's what she needed at the time, and so he's going to bring it. Yeah, there's definitely more to Ava, for sure. More that she will be, her time in town will be eventful, and we will learn more about exactly what happened to her before she arrived in Hope Valley.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how it all plays out the rest of the season. So far, it's been amazing, as always. And I appreciate you sitting down and talking.
More fireworks to come, yeah.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
And that concludes the Edify After Show. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much to all of our guests. You guys were only halfway there, but we're really saving the best for last. You are gonna love it. Trust me, you're definitely gonna wanna tune into the next one because it's gonna be awesome. And until then, we'll see you next time right here on the Edify After Show.